Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. We are just going to jump right in and get started. We've got two new decks today, and I'm excited. I hope they bring in some good new energy. So let's see what we've got for the collective today. I want that, whatever it is. All right, waiting on something. Let's see, collective. What are we waiting on? Some type of a secret. Secret to be exposed. Yeah. You know, collective, I feel like you're waiting for someone to tell you how they feel. And what I'm kind of getting from this situation is that you already know they have feelings, but I feel like you're waiting for them to almost admit it to themselves that there is something more. It's not just general attraction. I feel like they tried to sneak away a few times, but they really do find happiness with you. Emotionally, they feel calm, they feel happy, they feel whole, right? They feel full when they're around you. Yeah. And I feel like, you know, I want to say it's no mystery that you're the choice. It's like, I want to say they come back to you every time. So this may be someone who is in and out of your life, and it's like they want to play the field, but I feel like their heart is actually caught by you. Let's see. Yeah. When it comes down to it, you are the wish, right? And it takes a lot of strength to step into their power, to step into something with you. And it's not that I feel like this person's not ready or that you would be pushing them to step towards you. I don't feel like it's anything like that. I feel like they already know deep down what they want, who they want. You know, it'd be you, right? I feel like really admitting it or saying it out loud is this person's, I want to say it's a shortcoming on their part. It's like, yeah, they're going to get brave. They're going to speak that truth. Why? Because they don't want to miss an opportunity with you. They're going to put in the work and hand over a brand new opportunity. If the two of you have been on the outs, because I feel like for some of you, there's quite a bit of distance here. It's like you've been waiting on this person. And I feel like the only reason you're waiting on this person is because you already know, right? You know what they're not admitting to themselves. I feel like they want to come out of the cold. They might say as much. They might, you know, kind of text you out of the blue, like, hey, can we talk? Can we kind of balance these things out? Yeah, let's ground this energy down. Let's balance it out. You know, I do feel like this person gets really sad, gets really low when you're not in the picture. It's like, I don't know if they were trying to prove something to themselves, because I'm hearing all sorts of things like I still got it, or like different types of energies, like I don't need that if I don't want it. It's like I can go in any direction, and where that is true, it's also not their truth, if that makes any sense at all. Yeah, you can go out and party, you can meet new people, you can have this one or that one, sure. But I feel like the truth of it, and I'm seeing that Ace of Swords, is they already know where their heart belongs. It's like, yes, you're single, that's also a truth, but I feel like you know this person loves you, right? Very interesting energy, collective. Yeah, this person's your match. You know it. They know it. I feel like it's a little scary for this person to kind of admit that. I feel like, you know, they may have been suffering sleepless nights since you kind of, the two of you broke things apart. And I don't know if they walked away from you or you walked away from them, but I feel like the loss of the opportunity with you for the future really haunts this person. So I don't know if it's like they were in and out and kind of playing games and you were just like, that's it, no thank you, no more, right? I do kind of see that for some. For others, they're in and out, and, you know, maybe the two of you haven't been very serious or were never actually serious in the past. but I feel like the way this person feels about you is something serious, right? Yeah, they do want to move it forward with that Chariot there. Is there anything else, Spirit? I heard not much else to say. Yeah, this was a Tower moment, right? And maybe that was necessary. Sometimes people don't realize what they've got until it's gone. And I almost kind of feel like that was what happened to this person. It's like when you said, look, I'm going to move in a different direction, or maybe you didn't even have to say it. You just said, that's it. I wash my hands of this situation, and I'm going to just start looking for myself, jumping in like the Fool into my own life, into something new, right? Putting myself out there, right? I heard jumping into the dating pool. Now, there's a lot of sharks out there ready to chomp. So, you know, there could be a lot of people out there who would love to have you as their person. So I just kind of feel like, yeah. And I feel like that was the kick in the pants this person needed. It's like they want to rush in now. I heard sly and sneaky. So it's like they want to rush in and kind of hop back into the mix or into the fray there. I want that. Yeah. You know, when this person envisions their life, they do envision you as a part of it, as a really integral part of their future, right? Yeah. And I feel like they know the impression that they gave you, that they were off in search of someone else, that you weren't filling their cups. But I feel like, I don't know what they were trying to prove to themselves. I don't know if it was like an ego thing, that they had to kind of get their mind right or get their heart right, or start paying attention to what their heart was screaming at them. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Yeah, their heart was screaming at them. It's like, look, you have this golden opportunity. You have an overflowing cup. You know you love this person. And I almost kind of get the, what are you waiting for? Why are you giving to the crowd when you could be giving to what you actually want? It's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. So, and I want to say this isn't anything you even said to this person. It's like, yeah, they kind of had to see that themselves. They had to see your value. I feel like they do. And now they want the commitment. Now they want this to come into fruition here. Yeah, they want to step in their emperor and make it happen. I feel like there was a pause, or there is a pause in between. And there may have been some harsh words. There may have been some arguments or some unkind things said. And I want to say untruths as well could have been, or harsh truths, which in my book are not actually the truth, right? It's like, it's a truth with intention to cut. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like that could have went on here as well. Feelings could have been hurt on all sides. But I feel like now this, yeah, wanting to move it to a greener shore. It's like that attraction's still there. That love is still there. That vibrancy that they see. It's like they see you as this Queen of Wands, right? Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. I want to say Queen of Queens, which is kind of like they see you as an equal or a match in their mind. And I want to say they haven't been able to let go of the way they feel about you or the way they see you, right? And I feel like that was enough in their mind to kind of realize that they needed to kind of, yeah, re-up this from the grave. Why? Because they want the opportunity to have it all. So they're going to take those action steps forward as that emperor to make it happen. You can't just sit and wait for your ships to come in, right? You have to go out and grab them, right? Yeah. If you want that union, right, with your soulmate. Yeah, this person knows. They made you feel some kind of way. They made you feel rejected, or I don't know if they did that for their ego, like their ego was at stake and they were afraid they were going to get rejected, so they rejected you first. So I get that for some as well. It's going to be a little different for everyone, but I feel like the gist of the energy is here. I'm just the reader. I want to say, don't take what doesn't resonate. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't, right? This may or may not be your reading, and that's okay. If it's not for you, definitely leave it on the board. It's for someone else. You can go back in time at any time if you find that the readings of the day are not, they don't have your energy. My readings are always timeless. So you can hop back in time and find something that does serve you in this now moment, right? Is there anything else, Spirit? Anything else? I want that, whatever it is. Yeah, I want that, whatever it is. Okay, they want that Two of Cups, right? I love it, actually. I feel like the energy is great. I love these cards. They're so much fun. I was looking for another tarot deck, and when I saw these, I couldn't help myself. For those of you who don't, or who can't quite see it, the original tarot cards, right? And then just the extended vision of what else is going on around, right? I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty fun. So I had to have them. I am a collector of tarot and oracle cards. I love the artwork. So yeah, it looks to be a great situation. Actually, I feel like this person, it's like, I feel like they really had to battle a part of themselves in order to speak their truth or feel their truth or be okay with standing in their truth for all to see, right? Or for you to see as well. I feel like there was some energy of, I didn't want to be the one to get rejected, so I rejected you first. It's like, before I thought I was going to get the crap end of the stick, I handed it to you instead, right? And it's like, I feel like as they kind of went through it all, they realized that it's like, I heard funny hill to die on. So in that situation, I kind of feel like this person was trying to stand on something. It's like, I'm not interested, or I'm not this, I'm not that. But I feel like there was some type of connection that they couldn't deny, and you couldn't either. I feel like one of you really knew the truth. All right, now we've got the T cards today. I saw them as I was closing my eyes last night, so I'll take half of it now. And I just thought to myself, I need to use those tomorrow. So I know there's some type of message going on in here for you all today. Let's see, we've got the grasshopper. It says, situations in the balance that require careful handling. Okay, let's see, what else? What is this in reference to? Bird flying, news is on the way. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of getting that argument card, like stretching. It's almost like a tether to the last reading. I am kind of getting, it's like things were said. And maybe not, I want to say harsh truths were spoken, and I don't feel like those are always the whole truth, right? It's with an intention to cut. You know, it's only partly true, or it's true from someone's kind of, I wanted to say jilted perspective. So I don't know if someone was mad because they felt like, again, it's that I felt like I was being rejected, right? It's like I said things because I thought that's the direction it was going in, right? And it's like I didn't want to be the one looking bad, and so it's like I ruined things. That's kind of what I'm getting here. This energy is so powerful. Preserve and you will overcome problems. You know, I feel like there's been quite a bit of time that you've gone, I want to say, without this person in your life. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. I feel like this person may realize that they need to increase their efforts. You're not coming back in their direction. You're not overly worried about what they're up to, what they're doing, who they're with, who they're seeing, you know, where they're at in their life, whether they're okay or not. It's like, I feel like they thought you'd be back. Because I get the feeling that there was a lot of back and forth in this energy. And then, you know, they just expected the back and forth to continue. But I feel like as this prolonged separation, it started getting to them. And I feel like they realized that this isn't just part of the game. It's like you're not playing a game. You're actually moving on. And I feel like that's what was, yeah, you're actually cutting this person out and moving forward. We have success assured with good plans and hard work. It's like you're focused on yourself. You're focused on where you're going. It could be your monetary success, new job. It's like whatever you're putting your effort and energy into, it's like they realize that you didn't have them in mind as a part of your future anymore. And I don't know how they came across that information, or it might have been something that they felt very deeply. Yeah, I wanted to say it was a red flag. And I also wanted to say this is like that victory flag. It's like you put your flag in the top of the mountain. It says, don't be tempted to lower your standards. And I feel like that's where you are. If they want to kind of come in your direction, I almost kind of get the feeling that they have to step up their game, because it's like you're not playing games anymore. It's like maybe you were in the past, but you're not now. A celebration, fun, enjoyment. Again, I feel like you're doing really well. Dog barking. Advice from a friend. You know, you may have someone coming in, just telling you to keep your standards high. It's like, keep up those walls, and it's like, stick to what you want. Don't settle for less, right? You might have your friends telling you that. It's like you deserve more than that. And I feel like somebody might be saying something along the lines of, stick to your guns. If you think this person needs to step up their game, don't go back on that with yourself. You'll regret it later, right? I do kind of get that. This person may also be getting advice from a friend. It's like, what should I do in this situation now that I've created a mess, right? Do we want that? I feel like I do. The most difficult part of a situation is over. So maybe this person did get some good advice, and I feel like you're sticking to your guns here. I almost want to jump to the other. Oops, something fell. Let's grab it. See what it is. Could be important. We have the Cup. It says, you should accept valid criticism. You know, I almost kind of feel like, you know how I said things in the beginning were said, and you know how it's not helpful when you come in with a harsh truth, and I feel like that's more for superiority than it is helping the other person. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like this person was trying to pass off a harsh truth as helpful criticism, right? It's like there's a way to say things, and I feel like this person wasn't careful when they said things to you. It's like it was harsh, and it was cruel, and it was unkind, and I feel like they did that because they felt small. It really had nothing to do with you, but I do kind of get that energy. I want this, whatever it is. Get back to the basics. So this person may kind of want to start from the beginning and explain themselves. Now, I am just the reader. Like I said, I just let you know what is coming, so you can make a well-informed decision about what you want for yourself. Just because this person is coming back in doesn't mean it's your person, or it could, or it doesn't have to be, right? It is always 100% entirely up to you whether or not you choose to hop into a situation or not. I can let you know what's coming and let you know what I see, but it is always up to you and your choice. Whether or not you want to engage in this situation or not, right? Is there anything else we need to know, Spirit? Wow. What are you? A mountain. Major challenge to overcome. You know, this situation is a major challenge. And I feel like this person knows that. I feel like they know they've done things that were hurtful, cruel, unkind. And I feel like they did that from a hurt place. And I'm not telling you this so you can forgive them. I'm just telling you so you have all the bits and bobs of information that you need to make your own decision, right? I feel like some of you may take this person back and give them another chance. And for others of you, it's going to have to be what it is. And I heard sleeping dogs lie. So for some of you, that's what it is. Ring. Okay, marriage will take place, either romantic or business. So for some of you, this could go into the future, maybe with a real honest apology, a genuine apology, right? And understanding where they were coming from. Sometimes when someone gives you their honest truth, you can really, it can pull on your heartstrings, but it doesn't have to be in a bad way or manipulative, but it does give you a fuller picture of where that person was coming from when they did what they did or they said what they said, right? So I feel like for some of you, this person's still wrapped in your heart, and it's like, now that you know everything, this could go into the future, right? I want that. Final pinch. Yeah, this is like the last push to see if something's going to come from this or not. I want to say it's the last chance, a last ditch effort to see if they can get this going in the direction that they want it to go in. A sincere wish will be granted. So for some of you, maybe quite a few of you, this will come back into play. We have the throne here as well. Position of authority. I feel like you are that emperor, empress in your own life, and you've got that higher fire, promote accordingly energy going on here. So I feel like that's what it's going to take. They're going to give you all the information, and then the ball is going to be in your court, collective. You're going to have to make the choice whether you want this person to come back in or not. Like I said, for some of you, could go long term. Psychic ability, trust your intuition. I want to say whether you have psychic abilities or not, trust that intuition, trust your heart space. It's like follow your heart, but take your mind with you. Trust your gut feeling, whatever that is for you. I feel like you'll know if there's something more for you there, or if that situation is a dead done in the water kind of situation, right? Yeah, I feel like we have heartache over what you no longer have, and this energy was coming in the first reading. It's traveling through to the second reading as well. It's almost like that sleepless nights, worried about not having what you want because of mistakes made in the past, right? Anything else? I kind of want that. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So, I do feel like you may have someone you can lean on as well. You may have had somebody that almost took this person's place, and I don't want to say romantically, but like, you might have went from this person being your person, you spent all the time with this person, and then you after they kind of moved on their way out, you met somebody who became a really close friend, and you may spend a lot of time with this person. But I feel like either way, you've got people on your team. So it's like you have someone to lean on, I feel like. You'll be receiving a gift, receiving or giving a precious gift. So this person could be coming in with a gift to kind of smooth things over. Yeah. Okay, so this says increasing in material wealth or spiritual growth. This is a learning situation, and I want to say we can cut it here. This is a learning situation for everybody involved, right? And everybody's here to learn different lessons, so I can't tell you whether or not you should or shouldn't take this opportunity, only that there will be an opportunity coming in your direction, one that will require your careful thought, and careful handling. And I feel like it's calling for you to have kindness and compassion, but also be true to yourself. So whatever the answer is for you, right? I feel like Spirit wants to just keep reiterating and pushing that message out there. I feel like Spirit is saying it really is entirely up to you what you want. And I kind of love that. It's like they can bring it in towards you, but free will choice. You can take it or not. All right. We've got another new deck here today. I'm excited to try this one. I kind of flipped through it just a little bit this morning. But let's see what we've got. I felt like this was something with today's energy. All right. I want it. Children, immaturity, innocence, and childhood. I kind of get, I was going to say, I kind of get immaturity, toxicity, unhealthy poison, delusions, nasty behaviors, jealousy. Wow. Okay. Collective, today's energy is a little heavier. If you find some of these energies triggering, you don't have to stick around. this doesn't have to be your reading. You have every right to say, no, this is not my energy and I don't need to kind of resonate here, right? But for those of you that this does resonate, or this feels pretty familiar, it's like this energy rings a bell, there could be something in here for you, right? You have every right to hop in or hop out when it comes to these readings. So let's see. Completely done, moving on, ending cycles, lessons learned, and coming full circle. I feel like there was someone that you dealt with in the past. Now, where in the past energy, it seemed like there was going to be a comeback around and a possible future. It could have gone either way. This one, I feel like the toxicity was at an all-time high, and there probably is not going to be another cycle with this person. I feel like one was enough. I barely got out of that one, is kind of the energy that I'm getting here. You might have to dismiss this person if they come back in your direction. I feel like I hear things like no is a full statement. It's like no is my full answer. And it's like you should have tried while you had me kind of energy. So it's pretty harsh, collective. Big hugs to you if this is your energy. Yeah. Differences, divorce, breakup, not looking back. Yeah, that's the energy that I was getting. I feel like this is a gateway towards your new future. So for some of you who have ended a really big toxic cycle, I want to say take that time to right yourself, to heal yourself, to really nurture yourself. Make it all about you that time. Make it all about you and what you need to kind of right yourself and feel like you're at your best again before you hop back into anything. I feel like is the wisest way. Spirit saying this is the gateway to kind of get where you need to go. It does say get away, but I heard gateway. So, and I do see like the bridge and going under the bridge. Okay, run away together. Yeah, no, I don't feel like that's the case. I just kind of feel like I'm going to go with what I hear and what I feel. Yeah, this person, they may have ghosted you as well. Maybe you had to ghost this person. Maybe it was hard to get away from. We have clown energy. I just feel like this person played games with you. I want to say mentally and emotionally, they kind of broke you in a way. I feel like that flip-floppy behavior, it's like I love you, but then I hurt you. And I feel like that is all done with a means to control. I hear under the guise of, you may have felt this person was your twin flame, and maybe so you allowed things to kind of go on longer than they should have. You know, it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong if that's, you know, what you were thinking about this person, and then you realize all they brought you was clown behavior and toxicity. There was never the good that was promised, I want to say, never came, right? I do want to say this is a karmic type of relationship. I want to say you may have a higher soul partner out there in the future, or even something like this. If this is your thing, twin flame energy, you may have that out up in your future. But I do feel like this was a karmic situation with heavier karmic energies, right? All of our situations are karmic. We either get the good from it or we get the negative, or a bit of both, right? But I feel like in this situation, it came with more negative than I hear. This is not what I thought I was signing up for, right? I feel like pent up energy, bottled up energy in this situation. You know, a lot of people may have warned you about this person, saying, I don't know if that's such a great, yeah, I don't know. And foresight, I hear hindsight's 2020, right? And I feel like they were almost foreshadowing what was coming in your life. It's like they could taste it before you could. But I feel like, yeah, I heard sour energy. It's like you had to go through this. I feel like you learned some pretty major lessons, and I feel like one of the main ones I feel like that we've learned from this is we need healthy boundaries, right? We can't just settle for anything or any kind of behavior or allow people to treat us any kind of way, right? I feel like the justice in this situation is the fact that you learned from this situation and you will most definitely be applying it to the future. I feel like it got you fired up. Maybe you found your voice in this. I feel like there was something that kind of hit its boiling point with you and rage came out, right? I feel like it was all part of the transformation here. Do I think you have love in your future? Yes. Do I feel like it's with this person? Absolutely not. I feel like this person may be kind of pulling you back in or trying to, but I feel like nothing changes if nothing changes in this situation. You may have, or you may be getting to a point where you're starting to date new people. This person may be acting up or making a whole bunch of noise from the sidelines, not liking the fact that you've moved on, that you've healed from the situation, that you escaped it. And I don't want to say even unscathed, because I feel like there are some wounds that you had to leave this situation and go off and lick your wounds, because yeah, I feel like you were trapped in this for quite a while. I feel like it feels good when you get to the point where you can get out there and start meeting new people. I want to say if you're not there yet, no worries. That's up ahead in your future. You don't have to worry about that right now. If you are going through a healing phase, focus on that and get yourself right, so that way when you go to step into this, you'll have all your wits about you, all your ducks in a row. You'll be strong enough to set those healthy boundaries and not settle for less than you deserve, right? I feel like if these bad situations teach us anything, it teaches us, one, how strong we are, and two, how valuable our love and energy and effort is. It doesn't just have to go to anyone. Make sure that person is worthy of that energy, right? Or wants to accept that energy, right? Is there anything else? I feel like this person's going to be frozen in time, as far as I feel like that person of your past that we're talking about here, I feel like they're going to stay in that toxicity because I feel like they've got their feelings on freeze. I want to say this isn't the type of person who dives in. This might be the type of person that never actually goes deeper than surface. Because there's a lot of hurt there. I don't know what their past is. And I'm not saying this person is a bad person. I do want to say that this person is an unhealthy person for you particularly, right? If you come across anybody that gives you that deja vu kind of energy, it's like seen this before, felt this before, red flags, right? Spirit saying, don't deny it, right? Even if it looks like somebody that you thought you wanted for a few minutes, right? It's okay to change your mind and right yourself, get back in that healthy energy, right? It's okay if you want to go out and have some fun and meet new people, right? That's okay too. You want to keep it light for a while. Locked, missing pieces, detached, locked away, heart can't move forward. You may have a part of your life or a certain amount of time, right, where you don't feel comfortable giving your heart to anybody, and Spirit wants you to know that that's okay. You're allowed to just kind of put your heart on hold, so long as you're doing it because you're checking your own readiness. I feel like that's perfectly fine. You need to know that it's fine. You don't have to follow other people's advice and hop back into somebody else. And it's like body hop to make yourself feel better. I feel like maybe someone gives you that advice and maybe that works for some people. That's fine if it does. But I feel like for you, Spirit saying it might be best if you just kind of keep your heart under lock and key until you've done the healing work and you feel ready enough to kind of look for something more, right? Yeah, we have heartstrings. It says string along, getting pregnant, entrapment, playing with feelings. I feel like this person really did mess with your head and your heart. And that might be a reason why you kind of keep it under lock and key for quite a while, right? I feel like you check to see who's about lust, right? And then there'll be those people who are really about you, right? And I feel like that's what you want to wait for. this might get you by in the moment, this lust or having fun, right? Meeting new people. And that's okay if that's part of your healing process. Look, I can't tell you what your healing process involves. Everything is going to be very individual to you. But I feel like Spirit's saying this lust isn't love, and you will be able to discern in the future the difference between somebody who is about you for the body to body and someone who's all about you because they're focused on you, because they care about you. You'll very clearly see the difference, right? Oh, wow. Tether. It says telepathy, intuition, dreams, and heart song. I feel like you might have bigger signs when you get to the point where you're ready to find that person who's only about you. I feel like there'll be more of a connection for you to speak of, right? Like, you know how we had that twin flame here? It's like the more, I feel like you'll know when you realize or when you experience the more. There'll be more with it, right? I am going to drop it here. I want to say huge hugs to you because I feel like you've really been through it. And I feel like it is really going to create you as far as a powerful individual. I feel like you'll allow this to transform who you are as a person. And I feel like as far as boundaries go, you'll have the strongest around. And I feel like it'll be worth it for you, right? You've got a lot of beauty up ahead, and you can move in any sort of direction. I feel like so long as you realize that you're not moving backwards and you're not going back to the toxicity, maybe you had in the past, I feel like, or prolonged it in the past is what I hear. It's like I should have let it go that time, or I should have let it go from that argument, or why did I keep it? Why did I beg for this person? Or it's almost got that energy, and I feel like we're finally in that energy of I couldn't want this even if I tried, right? There's a lot of growth either happened already or getting ready to happen. I love it. I love the fact that you're getting to your growth and you're going to find your happiness. I don't love the fact that somebody messed with your heart and your mind. But I do love how it made you a powerful version of yourself, or it will, right? All right. What do we have here? Energy's rough today. Energy is rough today. Okay, we have two standing up. We have an I and a U. Wow. You and I, right? Let's see where this goes. I feel like that's a message all in itself, but let's flip these. Your initials, their initials, and any other messages that kind of want to come through so Spirit can let us know what we need to know for the day here. I feel like I want to move slow all of a sudden. I feel like I'm kind of like leisurely doing something, or the energy has slowed down. You know, I'm kind of getting a tether to yesterday's reading, which I kind of love. You know, if you tuned into yesterday's reading, how there was an energy where someone wanted to kind of ease in very slow, wanted to kind of make something between you and them, like a you and I kind of energy. They wanted to be on your team. They wanted to slide into your energy without even a ripple because they didn't want to disturb you, but yet they want to be a part of your strength, right? And I kind of sense that energy here. You may have this person coming in as soon as today or very, very soon. I want to say in the next few weeks. Could go out a month or two, right? I just feel like this person is going to try and slide into your energy little by little by little. It's like want to take it slow, want to get to know you slowly, want to make you feel comfortable. It's kind of what I'm getting here. I feel like there are also other people out there. I heard RPMs and speed it up. So it's like there could be actually other people who have someone coming in very quickly. I'm seeing, you know how cars skid their wheels in place before they take off? I almost kind of saw that, and then I saw somebody slamming on the brakes and the car skidding and swirling to a stop. It's like that's how fast I feel like this person wants to get to you. It's like they want to get to you before anybody else does, but then they want to be very respectful of your energy and take it slow with you. But they want to get in there quick, if that makes any sense at all. Speed racer is what I hear. I don't know if somebody races cars or I also see dirt bikes. That could be for somebody. I'm also now seeing what looks like quads and things. So I don't know if somebody races those things or I don't know, just for leisure, has fun and goes out into the woods with their, exploring. I know where I am. I see a lot of those. I heard sage. I heard sage yourself, and then I heard check yourself. So it's like, um, I hear if you don't want to come to my house because I burn the sage, that means the sage is working. So for someone, it's like, I don't know if you energetically protect your space, but it's like you've noticed that a certain person keeps their distance. Um, I don't want to say that's why, but I feel like if you're putting up, I want to say wards, I do feel like they're working. They keep that energy out, or they clear someone as they step through the threshold, is what I hear. I see violet flame around a door, like a front door. So it's like if you're coming in my space, you're cleared like that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, right? Again, I'm hearing the you and I. It's like you and I, we can make this happen. We can make this work. I do hear someone coming back, and I kind of felt like someone coming back from the past, and I do feel it was like something along the lines of the second reading where it could go either way, whether you chose to go another round or another cycle with this person, because it did look like it could be long term. I did see this person holding on to someone's hands, looking in their eyes, creating that intimacy and that closeness, and trying to really convey the fact that they are sorry, or that what they were doing, or they weren't in their right frame of mind, or they weren't in their heart space. It's like, I feel like whatever I'm seeing was genuine. So for some, I feel like you'll know if this is for you, and that person comes in and whether they're giving you excuses or genuine apologies. And I feel like you'll be able to make your easy decision from there, right? It's like, this person hasn't changed. They're giving me the same crap, different day, right? And then you have this person, it's like they're coming in, they're giving you a different side of themselves. They're showing you how sorry they truly are, and you might want to make your decision from there, right? So I had more of that tethering in. I heard something about opposition. They're your op. I heard friend. It's like, I don't know if there's somebody around you who wants to put themselves in competition with you. It's like they might kind of call it friendly competition, but I don't feel like it's friendly at all. I feel like maybe on your end it is, but this person is really just trying to outdo you. And I feel like I keep hearing they're coming up short and they're getting angry. Why? Because I feel like you're standing in your authenticity and you're not looking to battle anyone. It's like you're not looking to, it's like you want everybody to win, because you know without a shadow of a doubt that there's enough room out there for everybody to win, everybody to have something. So it's like, I boost you, you boost me. I'm not worried about what you generate over here because I've got my own going on over here, right? I feel like there's that kind of energy, and then there's those who support you, but I want to say they don't kind of boost you up, right? So I don't know if it's in business. I don't know if it's in like the same office space. I don't know if it's like getting out there with music. It's like, yeah, I love your music, but it's like they don't tell anybody about it. They don't boost you, right? And it's like those people that are on your team, they're going to really put you up on that pedestal and say, oh, you need to check out my friend. They're awesome. They've got this vibe that you're going to love. It's like, if you love my vibe, you're going to love their vibe, right? And it's like that person knows that they're going to get their rewards too, and then they're boosting someone else up. Do you know what I mean? There's a difference here, and I don't know what level it's on, whether it's friends. It's like you just wanted to get back out in the dating scene, and this friend of yours has a bunch of guy friends or a bunch of girlfriends that are, single and looking to mingle, but they don't want to introduce you to those people because they don't want you to be in that spotlight, right? They want you to be sad and not kind of out there. It's like, It's like they could, but they don't want to because they want that attention for themselves, right? There's a clear difference here. So, like I said, I don't know what level it's on, but I do feel like for someone out there, you've got snakes in your camp. You might want to mow the grass a little bit, pluck the weeds out a little bit, see what you got going on there. Really take that assessment period because I feel like it might be necessary. You'll know who's for you and who's not. You'll know who watches your videos and hits the like button, right? Who's always there right away, boosting you up, right? Versus the ones that listen and scowl and then be like, oh yeah, it was great, right? You know the energy, you know what I'm talking about, but it just keeps coming through. It's so prevalent in this energy. Wow. Okay. All right, let's hop in here. I need a sip. Wow. That energy is really strong, and I feel like if that's for you, you'll know it, you'll feel it, you'll know who I'm talking about. The majority of you'll know who I'm talking about. All right. Wow. Wow. Okay, we've got 3. We've got a soulmate. We've got toxic love, which is, you know, big theme of what went on today. And then we have what looks like, almost like a Jack Skellington, but he looks like he's trying to smile, and it's almost like, I almost kind of want to say like a fake smile. So, you know, that fakery doesn't just come in the form of friends. It can come in the form of potential lovers as well. This is all a lot of warning energy today and trusting yourself and knowing what you want, right? I feel like that energy is really what it's all about today, and you utilizing your discernment. Yeah, I hear some people, you may want them in your life and it may make you sad, but they might not be the healthiest for you. And I feel like once you recognize that, I heard clear the snakes, and I see the selenite snake. It clears the energy here. I do kind of feel like that's the energy. It's like we want to clear up where we resonate with that energy, where we're on that level, because you know, a lot of times where you're resonating and what you're allowing, you're staying on that vibrational platform of this energy. And if you don't heal that or energetically kind of rebuke that energy, you'll meet people who are on the same level or who give you much of the same thing that this past toxic person did. It's like we didn't learn our lesson, right? That's kind of what I'm getting here. So Spirit's saying in the most loving way possible, when you know better, do better. If that person's not for you and you know they're going to bring in toxicity to your life, you know, it's up to you to either be in a state of allowance or to say, no, the buck stops here. I'm sorry. Just can't. I just can't. It's like, I can't allow you to ruin my peace. Especially if you've already started creating that peace and that healing energy, to invite someone in who kind of shows the same toxicities as the last, you would be doing yourself a disservice, right? Masculine, feminine, doesn't matter. Goes both ways, right? All right, collective, that is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to become part of this Ophiuchus tribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.